Have you ever held back in your writing because you were afraid of being too honest, of feeling too much, of saying something that felt too raw to share? Well, here's the truth I've been learning in my own life. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's power. And when you finally let it into your poetry, the writing transforms. You transform. Hello my friends, Gary Goers and fellow poets, welcome back to the channel. This video is deeply personal for me. As I've said before, I'm very much in a transitional phase in my life right now. There have been changes, hard choices, and a lot of reflection. Some painful, but some empowering. But I've decided to use this moment to build myself back. Stronger, clearer, more intentional, but more importantly, more in tune with who I am and what I want. And the ironic thing, the only way I've been able to do that is by being more open, by embracing vulnerability. Maybe you've noticed it on the channel with my previous videos. By allowing myself to feel fully, I've been finding so much peace in that. And creativity has been flowing in ways I had forgotten, or in completely new ways even. So today, I want to talk about how you can do that too if you need to. How embracing your own vulnerability can take your poetry to a whole new level. Let's get into it. So what is vulnerability in writing, in creativity? Let's define it. Vulnerability in poetry isn't just about writing sad poems. It's actually about truthfulness, rawness, openness. It's writing the line you almost delete. Or should I say it's keeping the line that you almost delete. The sentence you almost soften. The feeling you almost avoid because it's too real. When you let go of all of that and let it just be what it's supposed to be, you let your reader in. You let the work breathe. And that's when the magic happens. I'll be honest with you, the start of this year wasn't great. I've had to walk away from things, set boundaries, redefine relationships, and redefine myself. I used to see boundaries as walls, but now I realize boundaries allow myself to open up safely, to be fully vulnerable in my writing, because I've set up the space around me to do so. And from that piece, the creativity came flooding back. I stopped trying to write perfect poems, I just wrote real ones. Stopped overanalyzing what kind of content to put out and just put how I'm feeling into a video and sharing with you. And it made me feel alive. And here's why it works. It's relatable. We're all messy, emotional humans. Readers connect to what feels true. It builds trust. If you're brave enough to share the hard parts, your reader will lean in closer. 3, it's unforgettable. The poems we remember aren't the ones that impressed us, most of the time. They're the ones that moved us. If you want your poetry to resonate, you've got to be willing to go to the place where it hurts, where it scares you, where it feels too tender to touch. That's where the good stuff lives. Let's talk about the common fears of vulnerable writing. But what if I share too much? What if people judge me? What if I upset someone? The answer is, you decide your limits. Not every thought needs to be shared, not every poem needs to be made public. But if a line terrifies you, if you hesitate because it feels too raw, that's usually the line worth keeping. Okay, so how do you embrace vulnerability safely? Write for yourself first. No audience? No pressure, just write what you need to say. 2, create boundaries in real life. Surround yourself with people who respect your voice. 3, start small. Test the waters with topics you're comfortable exploring. Build your confidence. 4, remember you're in control. You decide what stays private and what goes public. Vulnerability in writing isn't about oversharing. It's about writing fearlessly in your chosen space. I've learned that vulnerability makes me a better poet, but also a better person. I feel lighter, I feel freer. I'm not writing for approval anymore. I'm writing because it feels like me again. I'm proud of my creative output lately, because it's made me reconnect with myself again, and not because I thought it was what I was supposed to do. And I want that for you too. So here's my challenge to you. Write a poem this week that you're afraid to write. The topic you've avoided, the line you almost deleted. You don't have to share it. You don't even have to finish it, but start writing it and see what happens. Let your vulnerability lead the way. If this video gave you something to think about or made you feel a little braver as a writer, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below telling me what's one thing you've been holding back from writing about. And if you want to support this channel even more, please do consider becoming a channel member. It helps me keep making these honest, creative conversations, and hopefully in the future, if we get enough channel members, I'll be able to make much bigger content. I would love to start making documentary style videos, and a whole bunch of other stuff. You'll also get different perks like channel emojis, behind the scenes videos, exclusive live streams and personal updates. And lastly, thank you so much for being part of this community. Remember, vulnerability is not your weakness as a poet, it's your superpower. I know that's a buzzword, but it's true. Let go of the perfect poem, write the honest one. That's the poem that will stay with people forever. My name's Adam Gary, thank you so much for watching. Keep writing, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next one.